guys and girls, so now you have had time to play with your punch blocking ability from within the guard. So now it's time, since you can survive a flurry of punches, to start giving you some tools to attack from the guard. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to learn our first sweep from within the guard. And it's one of my favorites, it's the elevator sweep. So where does this come from? So I've already established my punch block series and I've survived the flurry of punches, right? So I'm in punch block stage 1 and I'm holding on tight and he can't hit me and he's really exhausted a lot of his efforts. So now he steps up and he's looking to put pressure down on me. Wrestlers like to do this, untrained fighters really like to do this. They like to press down and smash on you because they think that it's hurting you. It's not going to be hurting me at all. You know, he might even be stepping up to try to dig into my rib cage with a couple of punches, whatever. You know, we have some different options we could go to. But for right now, we're going to concentrate on our elevator sweep. So what do I want to do? When I feel him step up and this pressure smashing down on me, I'm going to open my legs and I'm going to place my calf right on the nice convenient shelf he's made for me. And I'm going to use the pressure of my legs to turn my hips out. So you'll see how my butt shifts towards you. All right. My heel comes to my butt and I come right around into the side door here and I slam my toes up into his hamstring. So I'm creating a nice little shelf here. So my toes are dorsiflexed, they're not loose. All right, so I'm hooked in on him here. Now, as he's punching, or maybe not punching, whatever the case may be, I'm going to slide underneath his arm. So now I've done two things here. I've created two hooks, two elevators, so to speak, but I've also given myself the ability to prevent him from backing away from me. If he tries to back away from me, I can hold on to him. He's committed himself to me sweeping him now. All right, now the sweep part. I'm going to elevate. I'm going to elevate. And I'm going to chop out his knee. And I'll turn the camera angle just so you guys can see the knee chop. But now, both of my hooks are going to elevate, bringing him right over. I ride the momentum, put my hooks in, chest low, arms out, and establish my mounted position. Same angle here. I've established punch block 1 protection, making sure he can't hit me. But now he steps up. How do I know he steps up? I don't need to see him. I feel him. He's smashing on me with his shoulder and his head here. So I know he has stepped up. There's no other way for him to put pressure on me in such a fashion. So I open my legs, I put my calf right on this convenient shelf, and I shift my hips out. Sometimes you might need to go twice. That's okay. Whatever you need. And I want to bring my heel towards my butt so that I can very easily swivel this into place. I'm dorsiflexing my toes, meaning I have a nice shelf, a nice hook here. I'm not being loose with my toes. Now I'm going to slither in. Maybe he's punching, maybe he's not. But either way, I'm going to find my way in there. I'm not holding him on top of me unless he tries to get away. If he tries to get away, I hold on to him. But I want to elevate and reach with this. You'll notice that helps bring him farther on top of me so that his weight back here is very light, and now my leg has a very easy time of elevating him. So now as I elevate, I'm going to chop out the other side, and we'll turn the camera in a minute. I roll, I ride the momentum. I slip my hooks in, I keep my chest low, I get my hands out, and I establish my mounted position from the earlier lessons. Now let's switch the angle here so you can see what I'm talking about, chopping out the knee. So I've established my ability to defend against punches. He steps up and he's smashing on me. I open my legs, put my foot on the shelf, put my calf on the shelf. I swivel my hips. I bring my heel to my butt, and I rotate my hooks into place, dorsiflexing of the toes, not weak. I slither in underneath his armpit. I reach, I pull him on top of me. I'm going to elevate him with both of these hooks over here. But watch this leg drop down to the point of contact. The knee and the floor, the point of contact. I lift, I elevate, and I take that right out from under him. Look at, he's weightless. I'm holding him in place here. I move with the momentum, coming over, establishing my dominating mount position. One more time from that angle. I'm defending against punches, and I feel him step up and begin to smash. I open, create some counter pressure by putting my foot on the shelf here. Hip escape out. That's going to be the number one thing you forget. We'll talk about that in 1 second. Rotate my foot in. Establish my dorsiflexed hook. Slither in. Now, this doesn't hold him unless he tries to get away. And I clamp him. I keep him here. I don't want to lose him.
Now both of these are going to elevate at the same time. But as they elevate, this slides down and it removes his point of contact, his knee with the mat, his point of contact. He falls, I ride the momentum, and I establish my dominant mount position. Okay, let's go back to the original camel angle. We talk about the thing you're going to forget the most. You're going to open, and you're going to try to bring your hook in straight without ever having hip escape. Okay, even if I'm very flexible, that's difficult to get in. All right, so we want to make sure that when they step up and put that weight on us, that we hip out. Look at how easy that goes in, as opposed to trying to fit this in there. So that's going to be your number one mistake, most common mistake. The second reason that I want to be on my hip here is now my hips are facing the direction that I want to sweep him. That makes it very easy. My hips are pointed that direction. I can sweep him that direction. If I forget that little hip escape detail, even if I am flexible enough to get in here, now my hips are pointed to the ceiling. So when I try to go and sweep him, it's very, very difficult because I don't have the angle. Angle is one of the biggest things that we need in jiu-jitsu, the proper angle to execute a technique. So open, hip escape, hook, hook, elevate and chop in the direction, in the angle that we need to go and establish the mounted position. Okay? Elevator sweep, your first attack from within your closed guard after surviving the initial flurry of punches. Okay, practice it. We're going to work it into a flow drill.